There we are. There we are. Welcome in, guys. Friday, August 15th, 9:29 in the morning, Central Time. Our weekly recap call. And yeah, closing it out here with our inner circle trade group here. So as always, right, these calls are for educational purposes only, and any trade idea or suggestion. It is pure speculation. Trade our own risk, but most importantly, right, do not trade any money you cannot afford to lose. So yeah, so today's gold price action, it wouldn't trend down. It wouldn't trend down simply because the impulse was bullish. As you guys remember, right, the updates that the new SMT boxes have. There's one more update coming that you should be getting that you currently don't have. But the main thing about this, guys, see is like with the original SMT, right? This box right here would have been already been red, okay? Because the 52 mid, right, is below the 204 mid. Okay. I did take out the 204 mid simply because um I don't want to have three lines in there, and then we extended these the 23 percentile lines. So yeah, so I mean, but again, right, if we were to measure from high to low, the the 204 box, right? As you guys see, the 52 mid is below the 204 mid, and that's the reason why this little line is red. But in the past, this entire box would have been red as well. Okay. But now it's accurately reading the structure as it should, right? The big frame should always keep in communication the impulse, the lowest point and the highest point, and give us that color. Okay, so then these two lines represent momentum, right? The smaller boxes are there represent momentum. So the momentum was bearish, right? The momentum was, I think I shared on the Telegram. The momentum was bearish, um, right here. Okay, momentum was bearish. Okay, so that's it. So these boxes here are communicating to us the actual momentum, which I like. Okay, which I like. So the momentum was bearish, and it did it again, right? Where it came back and went into the sell high area right there. You see, sell high area. Now the momentum was slightly neutral, but those that support and resistance at those 23 percentiles came in clutch and there. So if there was any trade today, it would have been that. Welcome in, Jeff, Dulce, Joe, KG. What's going on, Rack? Mr. Ron, welcome in, welcome in. So that would have been the play right there, guys. That would have been the play that would get us in at 8 o'clock in the morning and get us out at 8:50. Those are the plays that we want. Those are the plays that we want right there. But yeah, good. But then from here, it could not trend any further. It could not trend any further, and I think it's just going to crawl its way back up. Right, crawl its way back up, um, a little bit higher. Maybe complete an extension from here, but today, you know how gold gets when it goes to the Asian party. Stuck in that Asian range, right? Stuck in that Asian range. In there, and those are not always fun, but I still like the sales. I actually would like us to. I think I shared on Instagram. I've been kind of sharing my charts on Instagram as well. I would like for it to complete a bearish harmonic. Um, and I would like for it to complete that pattern, right? From this low point to this high point. So right, that's an impulse. Again, let me draw it to you like this, guys. Okay. So what I'm gonna draw is this. Okay, that's what I'm gonna draw. But I'm gonna give it to you in the language that we all use all the time, right? This was an impulse. This was a correction or pullback. This was a failed higher high that technically what found resistance at the 23%, right? And And then from there is trying to complete one more lower low. So technically from this point, from the top of the impulse to here, to there, it's just bearish structure, right? And so that's this is a bullish pattern, a bullish harmonic pattern. Um, not in full detail, like not even at full detail. Like harmonic patterns they're infinite patterns. There's probably like 10 different patterns. One is called the bat, one is called the deep bat, one is called the shark, one is called you know butterfly. The original one is called the Gartley, and all fun names in there, right? And yeah, so again, the whole point is the points, right? X, A, B, C, and then D. So if this is the harmonic pattern, like so, okay, anything can happen here before it actually reaches the D point. Okay. So even though price is still buying a little bit right now, all this junk here in the middle doesn't really matter until it actually completes it. Okay. So that's what I'm speculating. I would like for price to get us down here to these below 33.20. Okay, below 33.20, and then I think from here is where we position ourselves for that long to the top side. Okay, so that's what I would like to see. So I think today we kind of slowly buy while the overlap is around to about 33.50, 33.52. But anywhere between 33.50, 33.52, guys, a little bit above there, I like the sales. Okay, I like the sales. And if I put it on the 4-hour chart, okay, this 4-hour candle is catching my attention. Okay, that 4-hour candle is catching my attention. Let's go to the other chart. Let's go to Saxo. I have less drawings there. Yes. So this 4-hour candle is catching my attention. Let me go ahead and put a box into that right there. Perfect. Okay. Notice here we have not touched the 50% of it, right? We have not touched the 50% of it. I've been using this gone box fib right here. It's been interesting. See, it's a fib as well, but it just feels different. Okay, so it's a little bit different. So see, the moment this 4-hour candlestick came, the next one came in and hit 23% and dropped it down. The next set of candles maybe dropped it to the 38%. So I'm thinking that at least we want to go to 50%, maybe the 70, 78% to kind of like go touch the open of that 4-hour candle. We've been mentioning how that those 4 hours, um, those opens, excuse me, those opens, they do matter. So 4-hour. Perfect. Let me check on that one. Kes KG. Oh, let's check it on the Yolanda. Oh, nice. Perfect. Perfect. So during the Spanish session, right, we were looking for this, guys, right here, right? Oh, you guys can chime in. Yeah, but yeah, make sure you're mute if you're not. Um, a little side note, guys, here, a little side note, guys, on this. Very, very important. You guys know our 15, our rule, right? A 15-minute candlestick closing below the ranges, right, of the 23 and the 23 percentiles, right? You guys know those rules. Well, guys, if it's closing at the close of the hour, don't trust those too much, right? Don't trust those too much. We want them to close, at least 45 minutes before. So this one right here, it closed below the percentile, but it was a nine is an 8 is 9 o'clock 8:45 to 9 o'clock candlestick. And those, a lot of times, they reverse on us. Okay. And that's what's happening right now. So, see, what I did during the session, the Spanish session, yeah, what I did during the Spanish session is I went to the 1 hour chart and I used this candlestick for a potential sell, right? Which was valid, um, which was valid to try to consider. But the moment I went down a lower time frame, saw a little gap, and like, no, this is not going to happen. And then we're in the middle of Asia, like, no, it's not going to go. It's just not going to go. So look at this little gap here. This little gap just means bullish. I mean, buyers are forcing price up. These gaps mean, right? Like they're literally like price closed in this candle at 33.36. The next candlestick opened up three. Like, what's going on? How come they didn't respect it? So the buyers are definitely trying to push price up to those highs. Okay, to those highs up there. Just back to KG's zone. Yeah, the drop base drop is there. So the 4 hour open for Oanda, because they're different candlesticks, that one is 33.50, man. 33.50. Yeah, so I like that area there. So anywhere between 33.50, and then we go back to the other chart. We'll go right there. I like that area. So 50, yeah, around 50. So 50 and some change puts us at 50% of this 4 hour candle, which also puts us at the open of the Oanda candle. Okay. I like that. Um, it could just go a little bit higher to kind of flirt around with the open of the Saxo or the Forex.com chart. So that's my point of interest that I really do like. Okay, for us to sell in position to that for that drop down. And some little ETM action there in the 20. Um, Little fair value gaps there on 10-minute chart, which I like too. Okay, which I like too. So yeah, those are my zones of interest, guys. 33.50, 33.52, and the previous the 4 hour open. Okay, 4 hour open. Those are at minimum. That's how I would play it. And then take profit, 33.22 right there. So that's the setup that I would like for us to have to give. That will put us approximately at an 80 pip stop loss, which is fair, but almost a 300 pip reward, which is very, very good, guys. Okay, very, very good. Let me go ahead and share it here. Welcome in, Daniel. Bienvenido, Miss Iris. I see you there. Victor. This is the 4 hour candle. Saxo and FXCM, right? FX. Top center. The image. Looking for gold sales. 33.50. 33.57. Víctor, ¿cómo estamos? Excelente. Yeah, but other than that, guys, we just kind of simply hang tight. I let the price go up a little bit. Um, Hopefully everybody's got the new update. Actually, this update is complete. Let me just go ahead and push it through because then I get stuck doing other stuff and I forget. You know, when you're coding and you do one thing, you're like, oh man, what else can I do, right? And then I have completed the new update on it. And again, right, the new update is basically what did I do with this new update? I think, oh yeah, I think I just added the man, I forgot now what I did. Yeah, this line here. What did I do with this new update? Second here, let me check. SMT 3.92. What did I do this one? The 23 percentiles, all time frames. Oh, I adjusted the momentum. Snap, okay. Hold on. Okay, the momentum was already updated. I guess I didn't put it in my notes. Yeah, 3.92. Oh well. Okay. Yeah, but we'll go ahead and push through this code. I think it's all there. As we wait here. And again, if you guys have any questions about the indicator, let me know. That's right. Then publish this indicator here, up here, 3.92. Don't update chart. Actually, yes, update the chart. Go ahead and push this through. Okay. Yeah, so this is the update that we're getting, right? So box 52 color update. Box colors for the 17 and 52 box are now in sync with the logic in there. The 52 midline color, the midline of the 52 box updates independently using the mid 52 versus the 204 logic. It'll be green or red depending on conditions. And then no, this is not the update. The two. This is what I was working on. I was trying to add last minute. I want to add a countdown right? I want to add a countdown to where like, okay, the last low has about an hour left. But too much coding for me to handle. I wish I had that. That's what I was trying to update, but I wasn't able to complete it. Okay, public, perfect. So I'll get there. All right, public new version. All right, guys. So you guys should be able to let me go ahead and update this as well. 3.93. Continue. Modify script. Perfect. Okay, so 3.93 is now in effect. Go ahead and remove it from your indicator section, or just read. I don't know. It'll give you the thing there, but yeah, go ahead and do that. All right, go ahead. Yeah, this coding stuff is fun. Mhm. Right, so let's remove that. Indicators. Excellent. Perfect. All right, templates. I'll save here. All right. So now, guys, you if you did the update, um, for example, your box should look like this, right? Your box, your medium box should be red. Should be red. And why is it red? It's because it's below the 204 mid. Okay, it's below the 204 mid. And I think the momentum here is about to shift bullish, guys. So I mean, there's not a lot of pips left, about 70. So I do see opportunity for us to buy. If you guys want to buy, it's not we're not in a bad time to buy. I do like what I see because so I'll just probably take it to 33.50. Okay. Because I like to sell at 52. So see here, the momentum is about to shift. We already tested all of this these highs here. Okay. So here, this the 17 box, okay, the 17 box, that one, 33.39. Nicely done, man. What was your confirmation, KG? I like it, man. Good. I like it. I like it. I like that you bought. Good stuff. You're seeing something very similar to me, so I like it. So I like this, right? Because see, these candlesticks are about to expire, and then moving forward, this box is going to be pushing up, right? And if this box pushes up, what does that mean? That the midline of the 17 is also going to shift up. And at some point, we're going to get a cloud twist, right? We're going to get that cloud twist, right? And then the momentum on the 5 minute is going to switch bullish. Okay. Now on the 2 minute time frame, we kind of already got the momentum shift. You guys see that? You see that right there? So I think that's what takes us back up. Get to there. So very, very happy with that result. But this tells us here, right? This line tells us that we're still below the mid. So it's gonna just we're probably gonna get some pullback here and there because it hasn't really converted. But again, once we get rid of all of this and then this gets above, gets pulled up, much better. Yeah, but I am liking the longs to 33. Yeah, nice. There's a 2 hour. Very nice, man. Very nice. I like that. So there's a 2 hour drop base drop. Let's see. 2 hour an hour. It didn't hold. And so I took the low of that zone. Perfect. Perfect. So I see it here. I'm gonna end as well right now. Okay, so there goes the drop base drop that KG saw right here. Okay. And again though, right, what is price supposed to do here? It's supposed to kind of sell, right? It's supposed to sell impulse correction. Okay, this is very similar to Jeff. You shared that the ETM images. That's what's supposed to do, right? And I think the image that you shared was of the one of the recordings on the YouTube was the ETM candles. So that's what's supposed to happen on the drop base drop. So if price does not sell from there, that same area somewhat becomes a flip zone, and then you take it to the opposite direction, right? You take it to the opposite direction. So let me see. Let's go down to the 1 hour. Oh, one hour was also a drop base drop. Okay, so let me mark it up exactly how you did. 2 hour dividend, 1 hour dividend. Sorry, just all right. And where else? 20 and 15. Okay, nice little area there. 15 minutes. Oh, yep, perfect. So I'll consider them as well like this. I like the two, I like the one, and I like the 15 minute. Perfect. So this area is supposed to be an equilibrium zone to sell because the control was down, right? The control was down. But again, though, this means nothing, right? This means nothing if we don't have a target, right? If we don't have a target. So let's like that, 33.50 and change, right? This would only helps us if we have a target or a range to get to. Make sense? Right? Because then it's hard to really take price somewhere. So price goes to that area, breaks the equilibrium zone, retests it, comes back again, and there you go. So see, price actually did, right? It did do a nice move down. It did, right? But we wanted price to go lower, right? Because that's where price needs to walk its daily walk, right? And because it couldn't push it, it's probably going to go the opposite direction. And now we're here, right? Now we're here. So, yeah, exactly. So we're back at we got the equilibrium. So the sellers are not really there, right? The sellers are not really there. They're reacting from there because it is a bearish equilibrium zone, but they're not really trending from it. And then the buyers keep pushing it back up. So the momentum to me, it looks like it wants to go a little bit higher. And now, right? I mean, here in the 15 minute, we got a rally based rally forming. Buyers are starting to show themselves. 10 minute as well. 5 minute, right there. But again, guys, to me, what gives me opportunity is basically saying, okay, where is price gonna go? That to me right there is key, right? Where's price going? I don't care what type of roadblocks they may or may not have. The first question is just, pure, bottom line. Where is price going? Okay, it may go here, it may go here, and we do that based on averages. We do that based on the fib and so forth, right? Then from here we ask ourselves, okay, where do we enter? I was first bearish to start the day, but the sellers wouldn't flow down. So like, okay, I think it wants to go there, 33.52. Let's see. I would so, Daniel. I mean, yeah, we very similar to news, Daniel. You got to be careful not to get in. And obviously it's a habit that I need to also form myself, is that we don't want to get in like 5-10 minutes before the candle closes, right? So it's like once we get to the 45 hour, like you know what, we may not. Now here's the thing though, right? It also depends to how much time the 4 hour candlestick has. If the 4 hour candlestick still has a lot of time, like okay, you know what, we're fine. But yeah, so that's kind of a little rule of thumb for the 1 hour. Let the 1 hour candlestick close. Any wick into the body from the new candlestick is valid. Is valid. We're also forming this nice morning star here on the 15. Excuse me, 45 minutes. 15-minute rally based rally. Oh yeah, let's go back and then let's check out momentum, right? Momentum. Well, this box here is about to start pushing up here. Yeah, so the future of the little box, that's going to be the low. That's going to be the high. Perfect. Right there. Okay. So I like entries anywhere around 33.40, guys. We can get a touch at 33.40 using a future midpoint line based on the small box. I like the entries there. But any entries are decent now. Okay. I'll put an alarm here at 41 and some change, but I think it's ready to take off. And TP for me is 50. Perfect. All right, guys, we'll begin to wrap it up here. Yes, Jeff. So we're gonna position ourselves, Daniel. We're gonna position ourselves, or even at these highs, Daniel. Even at the highs of these box, guys, is a good TP. We're not getting many pips, but we're getting about 50. So 48 is even pretty good. Okay. But yeah. So yeah, so for the sell, Jeff, we're positioning ourselves for the sell. Okay. Just like you kind of position yourself for UJ yesterday, right? Just kind of like that today. Uh, I'm thinking that's a sell high area. It's not, I don't think it'll immediately drop, but I think because the whole volume right now this is the New York London overlap volume. Um, is just gonna get us to that sell high area, and then from there is prices is gonna just float naturally back down. Okay. That's kind of where how I'm speculating it for it. But yeah, I specifically like still from 52 to start. 52 to start. By the way, man, I'm not sure how. Hopefully, it didn't come back and took you out and break even because the price did one good pullback. But look at this, man. Look at that. Your green line. I kept the chart from yesterday where you answered.
It did, and I actually moved it in a very small profit. So if I probably left it at a break even, fully break even, probably would have been a great. But I did move it at a small profit, and then was out with the kids, and I was like, damn it. But hey, it was
But
at least
see,
the
those are
analysis
the
was good. Yeah.
experiences that we need. Those are the experiences that I think we all need to go through. Like when, especially when you have a good position, right? I could have told you this yesterday, but if you never really experienced it, it was not the same, right? But yeah, it's like when you get a nice entry like that. I mean, your stop loss at the high was not even 10 pip. I don't even think that's a pip. Hold on. Yeah, 10 pips. You see what I'm saying? 10 pips. So if you would have put your stop loss at the high, you would have been, you still have been fine, but it gave you all this. But yeah, good observation there.
I will say really quick is I found it just confirms the 20% lines because it touched the top and went right to that bottom. It was pretty cool to see that this morning.
Absolutely. And I'm noticing it myself even more like, as well too, because remember, I wasn't using the 23 percentiles lines on the box. And like, okay, like, even here, guys, look at this. This is our range, kind of like our range right here to potentially take opportunity. But look at all these touches here, here. Like sometimes it'll go over a little bit, right? Like it did here. But again, though, it's definitely respecting those a lot, and it gives a nice visual most importantly, right? It's not always to trade, but most importantly is like when we're here, don't look for the buy too quickly because that area is going to come into be in it's gonna present itself. So same thing
Hey,
with yeah, go for it.
hey, G, can I ask you a question?
Yeah, go for it.
Um, I have to bug out on Sunday mornings, because of church, and so I miss, a lot of the what is one good video if I want to go back and get a really good review on the box system. Could you either put a message in the chat or something for everybody, or if you got one off the top of your head that I could go back and really get a good
Six.
overview of that?
The six is good. Friday the six was good. I just watched that one.
He's gonna go to practice.
Okay, the sixth Ron.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yeah,
perfect.
that's a very good one.
Okay, perfect.
And
It's
it's
on
on
a
YouTube
Friday. Yeah, it's
Friday.
on YouTube on a Friday. Yeah, it was on a Friday.
Okay, thank you.
He's gonna go to practice because
Perfect,
he got
perfect,
that
perfect.
tournament coming up, so he'll go on another day.
Hey, G, I got
Oh, sorry. Hold on one second. Go for it, Ron. Sorry, I muted you by accident. You there, Ron? Hold on a second. I muted you by accident.
okay.
There you
Yeah,
go.
I saw that drop this morning. When gold went up and it touched that upper percentile at 23%. And but I was waiting for the close, see if it was gonna close on the other side. So what are your rule of thumb? Because it dropped, and I guess I could have got in after that initial candle close, let it wick back into it, and then take it down. What are your thoughts on
Well,
that?
see, first of all, so you were looking for the buy if it closed above, correct?
Right, right, yeah.
So again, though, that's really good, right? It's really good that you didn't buy because if you would have bought, I mean, you would have been 100 pips in drawdown, right? For starters. So that's good that
Exactly.
you didn't do that. Now you probably didn't sell because you initially were planning for the buy, right?
Yeah.
And that's the reason. So, but if you were planning for the sell, you probably would have executed it right there.
Okay, got you,
So,
got you.
so, so as the strategy, guys, remember, guys, this box system, it's we're gonna all see different things once you guys, patterns and opportunity. And please share things that you've noticed and that you're using as a strategy because it's only gonna get helps us, right? This frame is to kind of just for all of us to see the same things, more eyes to see the same thing, right? That's the whole purpose of this frame. So more eyes can see the same candlesticks. And then from there, we're all going to have like a little our own touch to it. But for strategy specifically, Ron, that is your entry and your stop loss is above here at the high. And this is your take profit.
Got you.
That's the strategy. So let's see what kind of reward to risk that gives us. That will give us almost a 2-to-1. That's pretty good. That's pretty good, right? And there it is. Yesterday's the one that Jeff did on the 1 hour time frame. Okay. That's the strategy, Jeff. This is how it technically should have been. Entry at the percentile above, stop loss at the high, take profit at the percentile. Right there. Okay. That's also putting us a 2-to-1. On from the 1 hour time frame, for that's only 50 pips for USD JPY, giving us about 100. Okay. Boom. Okay. That would have been very, very nice. Very, very nice. So to be even more specific, so this is the buy low, the sell high area, correct? That's our take profit. Now that you guys have the updated box system, what's another confirmation to actually pull the trigger there? What would you guys say? What's one more confirmation with the boxes that we can still pull the trigger there.
Red box.
Exactly.
We got the red, yeah.
No.
Another 50.
I'm sorry. I heard red, and I connected immediately. Red line. Excuse me. So red line. Red line. So the midpoint, the 52 mid, is red. That's another confirmation that okay, that we're in a good area to use it. Okay, because again, when the 52 mid is above the mid of the 204, this is going to change colors. Let me just quickly show you. This is not that. It's not that one. Let's go to a different price section. Oh snap! It's always going to be red because we're way below there. Regardless, there it is. You see, guys. So just a color thing, yeah. Thanks, Jeff. We'll see you, man. So yeah, see, this one turned green because the 52 mid is above there, right? It's above there. So that was a confirmation there that we're still no even although USD JPY, right, made that strong push to the top side, the moment the 52 midpoint line didn't catch up with that, and therefore we got that drop. Okay. So again, though, guys, and again, those same strategies can be applied on smaller time frame. Obviously, different scales, different scale movements, and yeah. All right.
Can you repeat that about you say the red, is it with the red above the 204?
I used to have a midline, Miss Iris,
Uh-huh.
here, right? The big box used to have a midline.
Right.
I did remove it because I did not want three lines to get in the
Okay.
way. Okay.
Okay.
But it's still there on the back end, connected. So when the 52 mid, okay, when the 52 mid is below the mid of the big box, this will be red. When
Okay.
this one goes above it, it'll turn green.
So if it's red, you trade down.
The moment, well, yes, when it's red, the moment. So yeah, so to answer your question, to answer your kind of question based on that, when it's red, that means the momentum is more bearish. So yes, you would trade down.
Okay.
Here on gold, right? Obviously, it's still red. It's been red for approximately what, like the last hour, 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
But it actually no, it started off blue too. Yeah, it started off blue. So see how the two front boxes were red. These two front boxes should have done that. Okay, should have done that, but they didn't. They just is. I just thought about it. I thought of an interesting analogy. It's like, like if you guys have, I don't have a dog, but when you walk your dog, right? You're the 204 box, and your dog, and your dog is the what do you call the two little boxes? You're walking two dogs, right? So
Okay.
again, the dog's supposed to go in this direction, but hey, he sniffs something, and they went the opposite direction. Right? So that's one way to
That
think
sounds
about
like
it,
a dog.
right? That's one way to think about it. And I nope, they just couldn't go in that direction. Something was telling them not to go in that direction, and now the doggy's trying to go the other direction. You see, so that's one way to see it. So, and now I think we're trying to go back up. That's actually a very interesting analogy, guys.
So did you find out why the dog went the other way?
That's the thing. I think it is again the Asian session. The Asian session there.
Okay.
He smelled some Asian food that was expired over here. And now he's gonna I'm telling you guys, we're gonna be making some stuff up on our
Yeah,
own.
no, but it's good though.
But yeah, so here, right? Yeah, it's I think it's about to shift up. It really is. I think we pushed up there. These candlesticks are about to drop off in about 15 minutes, and therefore push up the midpoint line of the small box right there.
Okay.
And this is a future midpoint now. So anywhere, as I mentioned, anywhere around right here is pretty good. It's pretty good to consider for us to go up. Hopefully it goes up. You know, we are finding some resistance again at that percentile above. But I think momentum today just it needs to flow one direction. It won't flow a lot, but yeah.
Let me ask you a question. You say those candles are about to drop off in about 15 minutes. Why did you say that? I understand the candles over in the corner.
The
You
one
look
way over
for the
here?
low. Yeah, but you just mentioned something about candles getting ready to drop off in the smaller box in 15 minutes.
Yep. Same thing, Ron. All boxes have the same effect.
Okay. So they
All
follow the same
boxes,
pattern,
yeah, the same effect. So
same effect. Okay, gotcha.
so if this small box, right? These are the questions that we need because those are important, in particular to this right here. Okay, let me just go to the chart. Yeah, go ahead. All right, so this box right, and I think that's the same example. I wasn't sure if you were there Wednesday night, but same example here. Gracias, Daniel. So this box right here represents the small box, right?
Gotcha.
And right now it's red.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So when this candlestick expires, so right now it's latched onto the low of this candle. When we get rid of this candlestick, it's going to go to the next low. So then this means that this candlestick will go here.
Oh, okay,
And then
gotcha.
when we get rid of this candlestick, it's going to go to the next low. It's going to latch
Okay,
onto it
gotcha.
right there. So same effect.
So the
effect.
same thing is if you're doing it in the corner over to the left, it's the same concept. Gotcha.
Exactly. Now here's the thing though. This one is going to turn blue because the
line's
midline.
gonna switch.
Correct. Yep. So same effect. 2 hour perfect here. Yeah. I think this is the main setup, guys, we should be focusing on. Okay. This is the main setup we should be focused on. I think it'll crawl up. There is opportunity to get in there just to kind of have our money multiplied, just a little bit. But I do prefer this setup here. And I think I share this one on Discord. Okay. I think we have enough momentum to crawl up there, but my preference is the sell. This here we just cap a few pips here and there. Okay, we'll scalp a few pips.
Hey, G,
Yeah.
I had to step out a little bit earlier and I missed something you were saying. What is the latest version of the box? What is it?
393, Joe. 393.
393. Okay, well okay. I'm
I
on
just
393.
pushed it. I just pushed it now. So all you gotta do is just close it out. Go look for it on your invite, refresh your trading view on your
Okay.
indicators,
Okay,
invite only.
I'll do that later. I'll get out of trading view and then back in and it'll be there. Okay. All right,
Yeah, you
super.
should
Thank
see
you.
393. Absolutely. Absolutely, guys.
When you say
All right.
refresh, where you refresh at?
You talking about trading view?
Oh,
Yeah. All right, guys, we'll close it out for today. Thank you for the reminder, Joe, that about the session. I completely slipped my mind. We made it happen. We back on Sunday.
I have a question.
Yes.
Why my thing keep telling me I didn't register my email? I get the email.
For what specifically?
Yes, yes.
Let me go ahead and stop the recording here.